What's up, everybody? It's your boy Baybar to Go Bar, coming at you with another Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest video. So today I'm going to show you guys how I approach one of the most painful Battle of the Four Tribes missions, in my opinion, 5.1, where you have to end with 20 or less life. So it was even a pain when cycling was in vogue, because he's got a huge life total. You got to be careful about exactly how you get to the 20 life. So anyway, I decided that I would just play my cheat mode deck, which is this Karn deck. So step one, you have to attack Caitlyn Jenner, also aka Kothafed. Not really, but I just pick basically any battle with Karn. And 30, oh my gosh, yeah, Caitlyn Jenner, that's too much for me. So I am going to have to quit. Yeah, too much raw power from Caitlyn there. So obviously suicide, so that my life drops down to 12 hit points. And then we're going to go over to the Battle of the Four Tribes. And that's right, young ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be entering this battle with 12 life, because this deck is just that broken. Let me show you the deck real quick. This is similar to the one I showed where I had the 100 turns, but this one's geared towards actually playing defense. This is what I used in the Hour of Devastation. I did lose 1 point, which was irritating. I shouldn't have lost any, I didn't think. The key cards are Naru, Meha, Master Wizard, who's totally broken. Hazoret's Undying Fury, which is totally broken. Karn's Temporal Sundering, which is mildly broken. Imminent Doom, which is probably the card I'm going to miss the most when it rotates out. But basically the idea is you play Naru, and once she goes onto the battlefield, she's going to copy the next spell in your hand, which is going to be Hazoret's Undying Fury for the combination, which makes the draws 4 of the next spells other than this card, other than Hazoret's Undying Fury, and makes them free. And the only other spell in the deck is Karn's Temporal Sundering, which gives you an extra swap every time it's played. So basically it's an unlimited loop, and the way we make that unlimited loop kill is through Imminent Doom. Whenever you cast a spell, in this case Huff or Karn's Temporal Sundering, then it starts stacking damage onto him. Now, Sunset Pyramid's in there just for a little draw engine, but the other cards, actually, let me see, I might actually put more defense in here, even because I only have 12 life. So I think I'm going to remove, is it better to have the draw quickly to draw solutions? Actually, probably. I'm just going to go with it. I've had this deck together the whole event and have had no problem so far. Anyway, the Eldest Reborn, the first creature your opponent controls is destroyed. Phase 2, your opponent discards 2 cards. Phase 3, I pick one of them and it becomes mine. You can't really kill creatures. I think you can only kill like 3 or 4 or something, but we shouldn't have any problem with that. Once our loop gets going, it is infinite. These other cards, this guy actually, he's okay if you get him on the field. He causes Naru and some of the other cards to be much cheaper. And he is historic, so you can use it with Karn's Temporal Sundering in an emergency to bounce the opponent's creatures. Seal Away is a great little card. If you have you basically, it's like a lockdown, like a suppression bonds, but if you have a historic card on the field, whether that's a artifact like Sunset Pyramid, for instance, or, Naru, or Raff Capashen, then it'll actually disable 2 creatures, which is excellent. Gideon's Defeat, of course, is a great disabler, and Settle the Wreckage is another one, and these both exile instead of kill. So let's give it a whirl. Fill up 12 life, as you can see. Yes, I'm just that crazy. Let's do this. I hope this doesn't go crashing down in a blaze of horrible unglory and end up losing this node or this challenge or whatever. But I'm pretty confident in this deck. The guy doesn't have a lot of huge, like, really quick threats. We have 2 out of our 3 cards that we need. Actually, I'll just hold on to that for now. We got to keep in mind you can't play Karn's Temporal Sundering without a historic card, or sorry, legendary creature on the board. All right, there's a double green, there's a blue white. That's probably a little better because it's vertical. I think vertical's better. And then I also have this 3 loyalty, which is tempting. See if I can go ahead and get into Naru, but I think I'm going to take this for now. Hope he doesn't cascade like a madman. That's not a good draw. How do I get to my first? Is now the question. I think that this probably gives me the best connection options not to be. Okay, he's got a Wayward Sawtooth, which can't attack yet, but is a little bit threatening to have there. I really wish I could... Ooh, this is intense. Gets your heart rate going a little bit. Alright. There, at least I'm going to have my first next time. There's plenty of mana. Excellent. Go ahead and bounce your Sawtooth. So he'll probably reprioritize that. And you can see I get an extra turn, actually. So now we'll go ahead and dig for answers. I'm going to take the Pyramid, which you can see Raff, Caspian, Capashen, or whatever his name is, turns it, makes it only cost 1 mana instead of 4. And where are we going here? I think I'll take this black one here. Alright, so Sunset Pyramid down, we've got number 1 up, and really what we're looking for here is just Naru. There she is. Okay, so how do we go about this? Can I get her down on this turn is the question. Doesn't look like a very generous mana board, so probably not. Let's go ahead and increase our... We don't really need any of these cards, but... this is a blue-white, so this will increase our blue-white draw. We can go ahead and discard it, though. So, white's on 4, so a white match gives us 7 right now, which is not enough for Gideon's defeat. I think he's making me a little nervous, but this guy's only a 1/1, so he can attack me a few times before I'm worried about it. I'm just going to go with this setup, and if Naru combos, I'll take it. Alright. Taking 1 damage there, but looks like I'll have plenty of mana with this next turn with the blue into the red. So we're going to discard all remaining cards except for our combo set. We're going to go ahead and turn them on. Let's go ahead and enhance our mana, because you'll see why here in a second. But we'll go ahead and enter the combo, and he's got 398 life right now. And he's about to go to 0 this turn. Might as well go ahead and bounce his guy. With Raff down, I could just bounce Naru immediately, but I kind of, you know, have my own little... I'm used to not having Raff down, and you kind of get used to running this combo. But you see what I did is I basically have all these extra turns, and then I popped Naru back into my hand. So then we're going to attempt to cast Naru again, which we comboed into beautifully. Max out our Hazoret's Undying Fury, draw another copy of that. We're going to decline, 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 and then bounce her again, and now you can see we're up to 7 extra turns, and our Imminent Doom is at 11 shield count. Okay, and we basically are just going to keep doing this until he is dead. So this combination will go infinite, absolutely, and every single time. As soon as you cast Naru, assuming you have Huff in your hand, you can make this go infinite. I guess you could get a really, really, really unfortunate board state where, like, you cast it and get, you know, get a Huff back in hand, but then in the next 4 turns you can't manage to get the 16 mana for Naru. That I've not had happen yet. It is theoretically possible, but you just have to remember you got to reorder Naru. I do say you do need to practice this deck. I tell all my coalition mates in Goblin Pile that, and then they'll promptly ignore me and tell me some horror story about how my deck screwed them up. But it is depressing, like, if you forget to bounce Naru on your 4th Karn's Temporal Sundering, and then you're stuck there with like 11 extra swaps and Naru on the board, and I guess you can cast your other Huff, but you can't, you know, then when you bounce her back into your hand, if you do that, she doesn't have anything to combo off of, so you've kind of killed your own combination, which is suboptimal, to say the least. So you can see I've got the opponent down to 188, and it does ramp up at a I don't know if it's exponential rate, but at a, you know, at a growing rate. And so you know, even really high hit point bosses are pretty short for this world. I was, you know, some people were complaining about this fight taking 30 minutes and stuff like that with this type of deck, and I'd say it took me even a while to get into it, but, you know, he's not going to last anywhere near as long as that. So here's going to be probably lethal right here. Definitely lethal, not even close. We're going to take the last couple, and Imminent Doom's going to knock him out right here. We probably have a good 20 or so extra turns if we needed them, which of course we will not. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. If you have the cards, again, you know, Karn's Temporal, Sundering, and Naru, and Huff, then really you could use a different card, like, I don't know, the little Archer or something, but that would take forever. Really, Imminent Doom's pretty important for these bigger hit point bosses. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and give me a shout out. Follow me on whatever, YouTube, and yeah, let me know if there's other bosses you'd like to see my decks. This is an obvious one that people have been complaining about. All right, see you guys.